Alright, so I've decided that the best way forward with this project is to just gut the boat, get it back to a bare hull, and then I'll build it back up with sort of what I got left from the other boat over there. So right now I'm just attacking it with my sharp pair of scissors from Bunnings, and yeah, it's amazing what you can do in 5 minutes with the scissors. I think I'll have this done in about 3 more minutes. So there's a few things I've already noticed about this boat that are quite clever. Someone's used Dremel lashed together to keep the compression struts nice and tight. So I like that, particularly when you've got loose rig tension, it stops these joints expanding. So that's clever. A lot of the insulation tape needs redoing, but I love these aero wing bars. Tonight I'll try and get all this wand mechanism off, peel off the stickers, get the boom off, and just get it back to a bare canvas and see what we're working with. So the first job I want to tackle on this boat before I even sail it is to get a bowsprit in it and get my Bugscam system in off the old boat. I'd only put that into this other boat probably about 6 months ago, and the difference that it made was like astonishing. Like, it made my old boat was quite hard to sail, and then I put this in and it was just like, you could just look around, it was like being on autopilot. So I've just got to do that again to this boat. So yeah, this is the process of how I cut the foredeck off and yeah, got this bowsprit socket in so that I had something to put the bowsprit into. And then in the next video we'll look at linking up the control system itself, but obviously I had to do a little bit of preparation work to figure out the concept itself before I even laminated anything in, just in case it wouldn't work. 25mm, be a full range of motion. So here basically what I'm trying to do is just figure out how short I can make these levers and still get the desired sort of 25mm push rod travel. This system I'm making, it's definitely not a new idea. I think a guy called Andy Patterson used it on a cut down prowler in England about 10 or 12 years ago, and then a lot of the wasps, all the wasps I believe use something quite similar now. And in the end I was able to get it relatively short, but it still really wasn't fitting in the space I had available here. So a mate of mine that's a naval architect and a Moth sailor kindly did the actual maths for me, and we were able to get it quite short without getting any kind of weird cam effects happening at the end of the arc. Hits this, then there's a new push rod which comes along here. This is actually going the other way, so when this one goes backwards, this goes forwards. And then here, so we've got around the mast stump, there's going to be another one here, about there, at the same height as the foil pin, or foil bell crank. So that's going to be going whichever way is required. And then that'll put this smack bang in the center line, so it comes into the foil from dead ahead, and that way I don't have to drill a hole through here, because on this boat the vang takeoff is so low that I'm not going to be able to get it underneath it easily. And then on the back there's a big sort of horn that I'd have to drill through. So this seems like a much better option in terms of structural integrity. So this material I'm using here, it's actually an offcut of basalt cloth that I have left over from a European sailing canoe project that I sort of half finished in lockdown. I did record pretty much the whole thing. I just never posted it to YouTube. It was originally going to be the kind of start of this channel. But in the end, I wasn't sure if my landlord would be happy that I was building a boat in the master bedroom. So I let that one sit in the hard drive. And yeah, one day when I go and get that boat out of my parents' shed, I might make a video about that. But yeah, this thing I'm making on the foredeck at the moment, it's essentially just so I've got a pattern to put the boat back together at the end. So I'm not actually sure if I'm going to need it, but I figured it was better to have rather than not have. I believe basalt sits sort of between fiberglass and carbon fiber in terms of performance and cost. I think Julian Bethwaite used it to build the latest 89er that he did recently. So yeah, it must be on the right track. So coming up, there's meant to be a shot of me eating a sausage with tomato sauce and mustard in front of the 5-minute adult diet section at Bunnings, but the file corrupted and I couldn't get it to go in the video. So just imagine you saw that, and instead you got to see me buying my $11.20 vise because I thought it was good that I should invest in some tools to make this project a little bit easier. Here I'm just swapping the Bugscam 1-to-1 bell crank out of my foil off the red boat into this vertical that came with this boat that's got the Masita horizontal, because I want to give the Masita a go, and yeah, I don't really want to change the angle of attack or anything in this boat yet. I just want to get the bowsprit in and see if it all works before I go start chasing angle of attack settings and that kind of thing. I find this is a little bit sloppy in the top of the board, so I super glued 2 washers to the side and then put it in, and yeah, off I went. And this was so cool. Like, how many boats can you pick up from the front and just flip it over? Like, that's ridiculous. This boat's just awesome. So here I've come across a bit of an issue where the bottom hole that I need to run, where the push rod's going to connect on the bell crank, is actually very close to the deck, and I'm not going to be able to get the adjuster on. So where I've put the yellow texture, I'm going to have to Dremel back enough material so that I can get the push rod to attach to the foil. So here I'm laminating the bowsprit socket onto the front of the boat using a few layers of carbon fibre, and then I've got some leftover blue and black sort of carbon cloth. Well, the blue stuff I think is polyester. I sort of put it there because about 9 years ago I did a very similar project on an old prowler, and at the time I had to sort of pay one of the other guys who's a boat builder to do almost the same job, and I thought it was pretty cool that I've got to the point now where I can do the same job myself. So I put the same blue carbon in to sort of, I don't know, remind me of how far I've come. And here I'm just gluing the templates onto some C-plate that a friend from work lent me, and my niece kindly lent me her glue stick so that I didn't have to buy one. So this is what we ended up with. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks not too bad. I was able to get a perfect vacuum, which doesn't happen all the time. And it's come up pretty good. So I've decided that I'm actually going to use the old bowsprit off the old boat. It'll be a smidge heavier because I'll have to sleeve it to suit that socket. But yeah, that's pretty much where the project is. And this weekend I'm going to get into it and hopefully try and finish it so we can go sailing soon. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and send it to anyone you think might like it, and I'll be back soon.